About 6 months ago, I was leaving church with my daughter.
How old is your daughter?
She's 14.
14 years old. Okay.
And we were heading out to the mall to do some shopping when all of a sudden something scary happened. We were driving and she noticed that I couldn't breathe, and she helped me pull my car over to the side of the road.
Your 14-year-old?
My 14-year-old. She's
Wow.
very responsible, A honor roll. She helped me pull the car over. We turned it off, and I thought I was choking. I didn't know. It was so scary, and so she was hitting me on the back. While this was happening, the defendant drove up next to us.
Were you guys still in the car? Were you out of the car?
We were on a side road, kind of on the service road.
Okay.
And
so could people tell you were in distress?
Yes, my door was open, my legs were hanging out. I was trying to get fresh air, bend over.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know if it was a heart attack, a panic attack.
Very scary.
Right, it was very. And so the defendant drove up, offered to help. She noticed my daughter was hitting my back hard. The defendant explained that she's an EMT.
Okay. Right person.
I had no way of verifying this. I had to take her word for it.
Well, thank God you're an EMT and you stopped. You were the right person at the right time. Thank goodness for that. All right. So then go ahead.
So she
did you maybe just not want the help? Could you have said, no, I don't want you to help me?
I probably could have said no, but I was very scared. I didn't know if this was a heart attack, like I said, panic attack.
I mean, it is a miracle somebody stopped, because they're afraid. They're afraid, period. So it is a miracle somebody actually stopped. How many cars drove by, Ms. Freeheld?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
How long were you in that position where your 14-year-old, I can only imagine how scared your 14-year-old was.
It seemed like forever. It was
how many
probably
minutes?
about five minutes.
And nobody stopped?
Nobody stopped.
Wow. Except for Miss Black.
Correct.
Okay. What does she do?
I accepted her help. So from there, she helped to stabilize me, got my breathing normal. I was able to sit up a little bit. And because we were in such a busy area, the side road.
And what did your 14-year-old do during this time?
She was not really sure. She was very scared. She'd never seen me in a position like this.
Of course. I mean, it's your mother. I mean, it's just, mothers are untouchable. They're concrete. They're not supposed to get sick. Nothing's supposed to happen to moms, right? So, Miss Black, you're driving. Day off?
I was driving home from the grocery store. Yeah, it was my day off.
Okay. You see this 14-year-old girl patting the mom on the back. What was she doing exactly? Explain.
Well, immediately I see that just the corridor is open and I see legs hanging out. So I don't even see the girl at first.
Oh.
I just see that someone's clearly in distress. I pull up closer.
And immediately, as a professional, as an EMT, you know something's up.
Yeah, and so my main job, I'm currently a marketing manager at a major firm, but I do have my EMT license.
Okay.
I got it during the height of the pandemic, and I've recertified it every few years, 4 times like this. And so I pull over, I see the daughter banging on her back. I asked the daughter to stop banging her back. I explained that I am an EMT. I call 911, and I try to assess her as they're coming. And I can see she's clearly not choking, she's not having a heart attack, but we're still not sure what's wrong. So as we're waiting for the EMT, I'm taking care of her, and since we're in such a busy area, I asked her, would she like me to move her car out of the traffic so when the ambulance comes, they can go? When she says yes. So she gives me complete permission to move her car.
Okay.
I quickly move her car. I run back to her aid. I'm with her until the ambulance comes, and then she leaves.
Okay, and then what do you do next? You leave?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
So you gave her back the keys?
Yes.
How quickly did this happen?
I want to say I took a few minutes leaving the car just to go drive up the road, run back.
So it was just real quick. It was like adrenaline. 1, 2, 3. Let me go back before she leaves with the ambulance.
Yeah.
So apparently, Ms. Freeheld, Ms. Black parked your car in a no parking zone.
Yes.
Okay.
And it was gone the next morning when I went to pick it up. And I looked around. It was a wide open parking lot. It was by the strip mall. So there were plenty of parking spaces, and my car wasn't in any of them. Thankfully, one of the shops was open, so I went in there, and the shop owner said it was towed earlier that morning, which then it went to the impound and caused a lot of extra work on my end to have to track it down, figure it out, get the cash together, and go and take care of this.
Small price to pay for help, but okay. And then what else?
Well, after I had to pick it up from the tow, from the impound lot, I texted the defendant, asked her if she realized that she parked in a tow zone. There was a picture. I have evidence. I would love to show you exactly where she parked, because as a marketing professional and an EMT, I would think that she would see a bright red sign that says tow zone.
Okay. Wow. Anything else?
I continued to text her, got no response back. And I can show you the text messages.
No,
I feel like she blocked me.
So this woman actually, this stranger actually has the decency to stop her car, potentially saved your life. And now you have the audacity to sue her because you got a ticket for no tow parking? Is that what your life is worth? $456? I mean, really?
Your Honor, there was a parking lot that was...
Oh my God, you're really being picky about where she parked your car? You thought you were having a heart attack. You didn't know. You told me more than 5 times. It was scary. It was so scary. I couldn't breathe. My 14-year-old was freaking out. She couldn't process what was happening. And all you can think about is, okay, fine, she saved my life. Jeez, my car, I have to pay $456 because this crazy lady parked my car in a no-tow zone. I would just happily pay the $456 and call it a day and say thank you. That's it. But that's not how you roll, so it is what it is. Ms. Black, you say you're not responsible because why?
I'm not responsible. As you mentioned, she also said she was in such distress. Her teenage daughter, she was freaking out. They're screaming for help. And so I pull over out of the kindness of my heart. I do have my EMT license. I am certified. I've been recertified. I check on her, and I'm trying to make sure she's okay. Since we're in that traffic, I ask her if it's okay for me to move her car. So I do ask her permission. I don't just take her car from her.
Did you not see the big red tow zone? Sorry?
I did see the zone. Well, first I was moving very quickly just because we were in such a rush. You know, time was of the essence. But I did see the zone. But it was a Sunday that all of this happened, and I was not thinking of if she doesn't take, if she doesn't come get her car immediately.
Right? I get it.
And I'm thinking everything's fine. But then the next day she's texting me. She's sending me all these calls, these voicemails about, you got my car towed. I'm going to be suing you. Wow. She was super angry on the voicemails. And I'm just like, what? You just said you were okay. I just saved your life. I don't understand why you're angrily blowing my phone up.
That's how some people are, Ms. Black. And unfortunately, sometimes I don't agree with verdicts. I always have to agree with how a court decides because it's based on facts and law, right? Period. Facts and law. But sometimes it's hard because your heart tells you something different. Right? In this case, I know you're relying on the Good Samaritan law, but unfortunately, the Good Samaritan law only covers you with issues related to the actual treatment. But the Good Samaritan law does not protect you for things that are not related to that care, like parking.
Yes, Your Honor.
And as much as I would want to rule in your favor, I can't.
But
right?
It was a Sunday, and so it said that it was okay for me to park it on that day.
You didn't know how long I would be in
it didn't say it was okay to park it on that day. Oh, it did. Oh my God, look at that. Except Saturday and Sunday. That's it. End of story. I rule in favor for the defendant. It was a Sunday. Your evidence doomed you, not Ms. Black. She did nothing wrong. No carelessness on her part. So, on the contrary, maybe you shouldn't have stopped. Maybe that would have been the solution.
I did not want this poor woman to die in front of her.
Maybe next time, take a rule out of her playbook and be selfish. So based on the evidence, I will deny the plaintiff's claim in the amount of $456 because the time that the defendant parked the car, clearly she was allowed to park it on a Sunday, and it was a Sunday. End of story. Good luck, everybody.
All rise. Final thoughts.
I mean, that's the last time I try to pull over on the side of the road and help someone.
Glad it wasn't a heart attack and just heartburn, but you're my #1 irritation now.